everyone, welcome back for another deep dive with us.
Glad to be here.
Today we're diving into some fascinating concepts about the nature of reality,
Oh, yeah. Some really interesting stuff.
inspired by Claudia Dawson's Many Worlds vision.
Many worlds vision.
Yeah, it's a series of posts on her Substack newsletter where she kind of blends personal stories and dream interpretations and explorations of what might lie beyond our everyday perceptions, you know?
It's a really unique blend of personal experience with philosophical exploration.
Yeah, and she doesn't shy away from the big questions, that's for sure.
Nope.
So right off the bat, she throws out this idea that reality is a holographic projection.
Mm.
And our linear perception of time kind of anchors us to just one version of events.
Right.
And then she goes on to describe this feeling of being negative space.
Negative space.
Almost like she's aware of the gaps in what we normally perceive.
Yeah, it's kind of a head scratcher, isn't it?
It really is.
It reminds me of the way quantum physics describes empty space.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not actually empty, but teeming with potential energy and possibilities.
Huh.
So maybe Claudia is tapping into an awareness of those underlying potentials.
Yeah.
The spaces between the things we typically focus on.
That's a really interesting connection.
Yeah.
So maybe it's not that reality is an illusion, but that we're only seeing a very limited slice of it.
Exactly.
And it gets even wilder.
Oh, yeah.
On her 37th birthday, she describes visually experiencing dimensions unfolding in the desert sky.
I mean, wow.
How do you even begin to process something like that?
It really challenges our everyday understanding of how space and time work, right?
Yeah.
The idea of higher dimensions existing beyond our perception isn't new, though.
Okay.
String theory in physics, for instance, proposes that there could be many more dimensions than the three spatial dimensions we experience.
Yeah.
So perhaps Claudia is experiencing a glimpse of those hidden dimensions.
Makes you wonder what else is out there hidden just beyond our normal senses. Then there's this recurring image of a red thread connecting Claudia to an unseen world. This idea of connection seems really important to her.
I think you're right.
What do you make of that?
Well, the red thread is a powerful symbol found in many cultures,
Right.
often representing fate, destiny, or a connection to something greater than ourselves. In Claudia's case, it could symbolize a link to a higher consciousness or a realm beyond the material world.
I see. And then things get really interesting
Oh, boy.
with the appearance of these mushroom children in her dreams.
Oh, children.
They're not just random dream characters. They seem to be guiding her, revealing these stacked dimensions.
Wow.
And talking about a holographic universe of morphic resonance.
Okay, hold on. Unpack that for me.
I know, right?
Mushrooms, dimensions, resonance. What's the connection?
Well, let's start with the mushrooms.
Okay.
They've been associated with altered states of consciousness and spiritual experiences for centuries.
Right.
We know Claudia has experimented with psilocybin, and it seems to have opened her up to these alternate realities.
Interesting.
So the mushroom children could represent a bridge between her conscious mind and a deeper level of awareness.
I see.
So it's not just that she's having weird dreams. It's like these experiences are giving her access to a different way of perceiving reality.
Exactly.
And the phrase morphic resonance is key here.
Okay.
It's a concept developed by Rupert Sheldrake,
Oh, wow.
suggesting that there is an interconnectedness to all things, a kind of memory field that influences the form and behavior of everything in the universe.
Got it.
Think of it like this. If one group of monkeys learns a new skill,
Oh, yeah.
other monkeys in different locations might spontaneously start exhibiting the same behavior, even without direct contact.
Interesting.
It's like there's an invisible web of information connecting them.
I see.
So it's like the universe is a giant library. And these mushroom children are showing Claudia how to access its hidden shelves.
That's an incredible thought.
It is. And then she takes it a step further and asks Mother Earth a question I'm sure many of us have pondered.
What's that?
What happened to the consciousness of dinosaurs?
Talk about a big question.
I know, right?
Wow.
So what happens to it?
Yeah.
Well, Mother Earth's response is fascinating.
I'm listening.
Dinosaur consciousness, like all life, returns to the energetic tapestry of spirit
Okay.
and is woven back into existence in new forms.
That's a concept that resonates with the idea of reincarnation found in many spiritual traditions.
So it's not an ending, but a transformation,
I see.
a return to the source to be reborn anew.
Yeah.
It really makes you think about the cyclical nature of existence.
It really does.
And it ties into this idea of consciousness not being limited to a single lifetime.
Right.
It could flow through the universe, experiencing life from countless perspectives.
It's a pretty mind-blowing concept.
It really is.
Yeah.
This journey of consciousness takes Claudia to a place that sounds straight out of a fantasy novel. The Akashic Library?
The Akashic Library.
She describes it as an ethereal library where she encounters an aquatic dinosaur.
An aquatic dinosaur.
And learns about primordial history.
It's like she stumbled upon the universe's oldest archive.
The Akashic Records are a concept found in various mystical traditions.
Yeah.
A repository of all knowledge and experiences throughout time.
Like a cosmic database containing the history of the universe itself.
It's like she's saying that knowledge and understanding aren't just found in books or physical spaces.
Right.
But within the very fabric of existence itself.
Yeah.
And then we come to this intriguing dream about room 110.
Room 110.
Claudia is told to find this room.
Okay.
But it can't be reached through linear logic.
Right, interesting.
It exists somewhere beyond the realm of our everyday understanding.
This speaks to the idea of nonlinear thinking.
Okay.
A way of processing information that goes beyond step-by-step logic and embraces intuition paradoxes and the unknown. It's the kind of thinking that's often associated with creative breakthroughs and spiritual insights.
And Claudia emphasizes that the key to finding this room lies in nonsense.
Nonsense.
Suggesting that we need to let go of our rigid ways of thinking to truly unlock the hidden potential of our minds.
Interesting.
And access these alternate realities.
So it's like she's challenging us to embrace the absurd, the illogical, to see the world through a completely different lens.
And in a way, that's what Claudia's entire journey seems to be about.
I think so.
Breaking free from the limitations of our ordinary perception and stepping into a wider, more expansive view of reality.
Right.
It's a journey that invites us to question everything we think we know and embrace the infinite possibilities that lie beyond the boundaries of our current understanding.
Wow, that's a lot to take in.
I know, right? We've covered some pretty mind-bending territory in this first part of our deep dive into Claudia's many worlds vision.
Indeed, and it's just the tip of the iceberg.
We can't wait to hear more.
We'll delve further into her fascinating exploration of consciousness and reality in the next part of our deep dive.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to it.
Me too. You know, as we delve deeper into Claudia's many worlds vision, I'm struck by how she weaves together these personal anecdotes with these really profound philosophical questions.
It's true. It's not just about her experiences, you know,
Right.
but what they mean for, like, our understanding of existence.
Exactly. Like, take that feeling she describes of being negative space.
Yeah.
It's such a powerful image, and it makes me wonder if she's tapping into something fundamental about the nature of reality itself.
It's like she's suggesting that there's so much more to reality than what we normally perceive, you know, with our senses.
Right.
And that experience she had on her 37th birthday,
Yeah.
visually witnessing dimensions unfolding in the desert sky,
Oh, wow.
really challenged the idea of a fixed objective reality.
It does, and it brings to mind like the multiverse hypothesis in cosmology.
Oh, yeah.
The idea that our universe might be just one of many coexisting universes. Right. Perhaps Claudia's glimpse into those unfolding dimensions is a hint that such a concept might not be as far-fetched as it seems.
That's a fascinating connection.
Yeah.
It's like our understanding of reality just keeps expanding as we explore these ideas.
Absolutely.
And that recurring image of the red thread, connecting her to an unseen world.
Yeah.
It makes me think about the interconnectedness of everything.
It's a powerful symbol that speaks to the idea that we're not isolated individuals,
Right.
but part of a larger web of existence.
And it's not just a passive connection either.
Yeah.
Remember her encounters with the mushroom children?
Oh, yeah, those mushroom children.
They seem to be actively guiding her,
Right.
teaching her how to navigate these multidimensional realities.
It's like they represent a bridge between our rational minds
Uh-huh.
and a deeper, more intuitive way of knowing.
Especially considering her experiences with psilocybin.
Right.
It's known to alter perception and induce mystical experiences, and it seems to have played a significant role in Claudia's journey.
And that concept of morphic resonance that she mentions.
Yeah.
The idea that there's a kind of collective memory field that influences the form and behavior of everything in the universe.
What's fascinating to me is that it suggests we're all connected in ways we might not even be aware of.
It does, and it challenges the traditional scientific view that everything can be explained through purely material processes.
Right.
It opens up the possibility that consciousness might be a fundamental aspect of reality,
Mm.
not just a byproduct of the brain.
Which brings us back to that profound question
Yeah.
Claudia poses to Mother Earth. What happens to the consciousness of dinosaurs?
Mother Earth's answer, that it returns to the energetic tapestry of spirit,
Yeah.
and is woven back into existence in new forms, is incredibly thought-provoking.
It is, and it raises so many questions about the nature of consciousness, the cycle of life and death, and the interconnectedness of all things.
It's a concept that resonates with many spiritual traditions. But it also has implications for how we understand the universe as a whole.
It really does.
Yeah.
And this journey of consciousness leads Claudia to an incredible place.
Where's that?
The Akashic Library.
The Akashic Library.
She describes it as this ethereal library where she encounters an aquatic dinosaur.
An aquatic dinosaur.
And learns about primordial history.
It's like she's tapped into some kind of universal knowledge bank.
The Akashic Records, as they're often called, are a fascinating concept that has been explored by mystics and philosophers throughout history.
Right.
It's the idea that there's a repository of all knowledge and experience,
Yeah.
accessible to those who know how to tap into it.
It's like she's saying that knowledge isn't just something we acquire through books and study,
Right.
but something that's woven into the very fabric of existence.
Exactly. And then there's this intriguing dream she has about Room 110,
Room 110.
a space that can only be reached by abandoning linear logic
Really?
and embracing nonsense.
It's almost like a challenge to break free from the constraints of our rational minds
Yeah.
and explore the realm of intuition and paradox.
It is, and it reminds me of the work of Carl Jung,
Oh, yeah.
who explored the concept of the unconscious mind and the importance of symbolism and archetypes in our understanding of the world.
Right.
Perhaps Room 110 represents a gateway to a deeper level of awareness,
Interesting.
accessible only through a shift in our perception.
It's like she's encouraging us to let go of the need to categorize and define everything and embrace the mystery and ambiguity of existence.
Exactly. And in doing so, we might discover new possibilities and perspectives that were previously hidden from view.
It's like Claudia's journey is a constant interplay between the rational and the intuitive,
Yeah.
the scientific and the mystical.
She's not afraid to explore both realms and draw connections between seemingly disparate ideas.
And that's what makes her story so compelling.
I agree.
She's not presenting a rigid dogma, but an invitation to explore, to question, and to expand our understanding of what's possible.
It's a reminder that reality might be far more fluid and mysterious than we often assume.
And that we have the potential to tap into that mystery and shape our own realities in ways we might not have imagined.
So as we move into the final part of our deep dive into Claudia's many worlds vision,
Yeah.
I'm curious to see what other insights and challenges she presents to us.
You too?
What other secrets of the universe might she unlock?
Let's continue our exploration and see where her path leads us.
So we've journeyed with Claudia through alternate realities. We met those mushroom children,
Yeah.
peeked into the Akashic Library. It's been quite a ride.
It has.
But what does it all mean for us
Yeah.
here in our everyday lives, right?
That's the question, isn't it?
Yeah, if reality is as fluid and interconnected as Claudia suggests,
Right.
how does that, change the way we live, the choices we make?
It makes you wonder.
I'm particularly struck by that dream about Room 110.
Yeah, Room 110.
The space that can only be accessed by abandoning linear logic
Right.
and embracing nonsense.
What do you think she's trying to tell us with that?
It's like she's pointing to the limitations of our rational minds, the way we try to fit everything into these neat categories and explanations.
Yeah, we love to categorize.
Right.
Maybe true understanding requires a different kind of thinking,
Like what?
one that embraces intuition, paradox, and the unknown.
It's like we need to unlearn some of our habitual ways of thinking
Yeah.
in order to open ourselves up to new possibilities.
It's almost like a form of brain training, isn't it?
Totally. Like, it reminds me of that concept of neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to change and adapt throughout our lives.
Right.
Maybe by engaging with these, unconventional ideas and challenging our assumptions, we can literally rewire our brains to
Interesting.
perceive reality in a more expansive way.
So it's not just about passively accepting that these alternate realities might exist, but about actively developing the capacity to experience them ourselves.
It's pretty empowering.
I think so.
It shifts the focus from being passive observers to active participants in shaping our own reality.
Right. If consciousness plays a role in how reality manifests, then our thoughts, beliefs, and intentions become incredibly important.
Like we're all co-creators in this grand cosmic play.
I like that.
And if that's the case, what kind of reality do we want to create?
Right.
What choices will we make? What possibilities will we explore?
Those are the questions Claudia's journey leaves us with.
Yeah.
She doesn't offer any easy answers, but she invites us to ask those questions ourselves and to embrace the mystery and wonder of existence.
So what resonates most with you from this deep dive into Claudia Dawson's many worlds vision?
It's definitely given me a lot to think about.
Did any of her experiences spark a sense of recognition for you?
Yeah, definitely.
Or inspire you to explore these ideas further?
Absolutely.
We hope this exploration has opened up new avenues of thought for all of you.
That's right.
And maybe even challenged some of your assumptions about the nature of reality.
After all, the universe is full of mystery, wonder, and infinite potential.
If we dare to open our minds and hearts to embrace it.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time, keep exploring.